So, dear friends, in fact, I started my career in the pharma industry. So, after that, I joined this direct selling industry in 2006. So, it's almost 24 years I have been into this healthcare industry. Today, what we are going to see is about what we call generally CNT, but CNT today our focus is mainly on the products. So, being the first training, probably I will give you some brief note about our products, so that as time goes on, like maybe the further training, so I'll go into detail also. Before I start off with this product profile, so we need to understand a few things. That is, so why we need to take supplements. Because today, order of the day, what happens, like many people think I'm healthy, so I don't have any health issues. So why should I take supplements? And even when you go and promote this supplements, they may think like without consulting doctors, how can I take these products? Is there any side effects in these products? From which age I should start giving these products? Or when I start consuming these products, like when will I get cured? So whether it is a month, whether it is a days, or how long should I continue? So if I become normal, if my ailments become better, so should I stop the supplements or should I continue the supplements? So this kind of many questions comes when this supplements being recognized as medicines. Actually, this supplements, what we call as a health food supplements, these are all not medicines. This is what supportive. So supportive in the sense, because today we lack nutrition. So malnutrition is one of the key factor, because globally today we can say like every day 1,40,000 children dying due to malnutrition. In India itself alone, it has been rated around 40,000 children are dying due to malnutrition. So why so much of malnutrition is happening today? In fact, over many thousand years before, one great man, Hippocrates, he is called the father of modern medicine. He gives a simple note, that is, let thy food be medicine and medicine be food. That is, whatever food we take, that acts as a medicine, and whatever medicine we take, that has to be like a food. But today, everything has changed. So many people have started taking medicines like a food, because there are a lot many ailments that keep developing inside our body. What is the reason? Because when you don't get enough nutrition like vitamins, proteins, carbohydrate, fats, so some of the initial symptoms like fatigue, mood swings, or even nervousness, headache, confusions, so these kind of problems, it starts percolating in our body. And after, once when it is not given proper attention over a period of time, these becomes diseases, maybe a diabetes, maybe a heart problem, maybe a cancer, maybe Alzheimer's, or there are a lot of health issues that keep coming up after 40 years of age. So what we normally do, we just accept this as part of the aging process. But this is really not, because healthcare is the industry that is going to boom in the future. Because the nascent wellness industry, it encompasses around these 9 types of product categories: vitamins, nutrition supplements, preventive medicine, genetic engineering, cosmetic surgery, fitness clubs, health food, weight loss, and anti-aging products. Today we are lucky enough, because in Vestige, out of these 9 products, we have got 6 product categories as of now. No other direct selling company has got this many range of products. So we already have a very good product category with us. So since the prediction is that the direct selling industry, wellness industry is alone going to thrive for next 100 years. So today, Vestige being globally, it is developing. Vestige is going to be the future, and because of the Vestige healthcare product segments, we are going to be the #1 in the near future. Let's understand why we need to take supplements. This is what we call as iceberg concept of disease. So what is this iceberg concept of disease? Because an iceberg, when we look from above the sea level, it looks very, very small. But the actual size of an iceberg is this much. So above the sea level, it's very small, but below the sea level, it is very huge. I hope Titanic is one excellent movie. Hope everybody would have seen that. So in the Titanic movie, what happened? Because the ship that was hit by the iceberg at the bottom level, and water started coming in. So similarly, what we need to understand here is that what is known to us, that is what is available to our eyes, it is all diseases. So diseases in the sense like diabetes or blood pressure or heart related problem, cancer, arthritis, infertility. So these many diseases that once it comes inside our body, then only we come to know about this. And the only option what we have is that treatment. So we go to the doctors, consult him, and we start getting treated our body. And once you start this treatment, it goes on lifelong. What we need to understand is that the root cause, that is the unknown. So what is submerged below the sea level, that is unknown to us. So similarly, what is happening inside our body is also unknown to us. The root cause of the disease, whether it is a diabetes, blood pressure, heart, cancer, arthritis, whatever it is, the root cause we may not know, because to know all these things, then probably we should have been a doctor. But we need not be a doctor, but we need to know only one word, that is called prevention. So this is where supplements really aim at, that is the prevention. We need to keep ourselves healthy all the time so that we don't get prone to all these kinds of diseases. So what is important is that the known factors, that is what is available to our eye, is only a lesser part. But what is not available to our eyes, that forms a major part of our life, and we really need to understand how to prevent these diseases and keep ourselves healthy throughout our life. Because today what happens, even for a small ailment, we go to the doctor, we consult a doctor. So doctors prescribe medicines, we start taking all those medicines. So these medicines naturally disturb our natural flora and fauna of our body. In India, the situation is totally different, because for 100 patients, we have got only one doctor. So imagine for 100 patients, for one doctor is there. So how many patients, or to whom does he give the priority? Today, who is ready to pay huge lot of money, he gives the priority. So those who are really sick, those who have got so much of problems, ailments, he gets the least priority. So this is where we need to understand who should take supplements, why one should take supplements. Because in today's world, malnutrition forms a major role. So because of the malnutrition, supplementation, we get very, very less from our food, from our normal diet. We get very less kind of this nutrition. And because of this, our energy levels are very, very low. There is a muscle wasting, increased risk of fractures. Probably we get admitted, readmitted in the hospitals. We get constant infections, because today, you know, the world is totally suffering with this coronavirus. If we have a real healthy, good food, definitely our body can fight against this COVID. But when we don't have that, repeated illness keeps on occupying our body. So it may lead to reduced mobility also. So normally at the age of 40 and above, the deterioration starts. In olden days, not even olden days, I can say like maybe some 20, 30 years before, there are a lot of ailments, like you have a diabetes, you have a heart problem, you have an eye disease, you have a obesity, you have a bone and joint problems. So there were many problems, and all these issues, it was coming only after the age of 60. So after the age of 60, it means like we are in the retired life. So in the retired life, these kind of diseases, once it comes, there's nothing much to worry about it, because already we have completed. We have done enough for our family. So we have secured many things. Until the remaining 15 years or 20 years, we can happily live with those diseases. But imagine what happens if all these diseases comes at the age of 40. Today, doctors are advising like after 40, you should have a periodical annual medical checkups. But today, where we are really going on, even at the age of 20 or 30, many people start developing many of these diseases, maybe a heart problem, maybe a diabetes. With today's condition, where a very meager population getting affected at the age of 30, what will happen maybe after 10 years or after 20 years? The major population, the age of 20 to 30, are going to suffer from all these kind of chronic diseases. And this is not a good choice also. So what happens, because aging is getting faster. Aging is getting preponed very faster. And I can consider 4 main diseases. That is, one is a diabetes, and second one is a heart-related problem or cardiovascular diseases, and third one is cancer, and the fourth one is the chronic lung diseases, like your asthma, pneumonia, TB, these kind of diseases. So why I say these only four? Because these four diseases are really affecting so many people. And once these diseases enters our body, there's nothing called a cure for all these kinds of diseases. So what we need to understand is how to manage and live healthy with these diseases also. In fact, there is a journal they have published in the Indian medical associations. Like there is a book is there. Like they have mentioned in that about 52 types of diseases cannot be cured in the lifetime. So gentlemen, imagine if 52 kinds of diseases cannot be cured in the lifetime, then why people have to take medicines? If they have to take medicines, then there has to be a cure, because medicines temporarily give the relief. But when it comes on a long term, medicines cannot support. So what we need to do is that we have to totally eradicate the root cause of all those diseases, or we need to have a maintain a healthy practices. Then only we will be able to overcome all these kinds of diseases. So that is why these three factors, one is a malnutrition, second one is the aging process, and third one is the pre-occurrence of diseases. When all these happens, what happens? Our life is categorized into three parts. First one is called the health. So health is what? Wellness. So as long as we are healthy, there is no issue. But today, the major population is suffering at two stages. One is called a pre-illness and second one is called the disease phase. How many people are there in the pre-illness? So what is pre-illness? Pre-illness is just the entry point before the disease. Today, 90% of the people are suffering with pre-illness. As of now, only 10% are suffering from diseases. We really need to focus on this point, because when 90% of the people are suffering with pre-illness, it is the right time we promote supplements for those who are in the pre-illness so that they become well and they don't get into the disease. But many people, what they think, these supplements, this is only meant for diseases. These supplements, it is only meant for sick people. It is not for good people or people who are healthy, hale and healthy. So that concept is totally wrong. Disease people, yes, we need to support them with supplements, but this 90% of the population, they have to start taking it so that in future, they may not get affected by any of these diseases. From where this disease comes? These are the two cases where one is a stress. Needless to say, how much of stress every person, every individual is facing order of the day. And second one is toxins. So from where do these problems occur? Even when you consider the stress, there are four types of stress. One is a physical stress, one is a mental stress, one is a social stress, and one is a environmental stress. And where do these toxins come from? It's basically from the pollution, maybe from the air, water, and food. These are the basic essentials for us to live healthy, but throughout the world, these things are not healthy today. Either one of the factors people are getting affected, and more than that, there are so many habits. Tobacco, cigarettes, drinks. So all these kind of habits also causing many infections or diseases, and self-medication or the use of prolonged use of medicines and even self-medication. So these are the external factors where we can see this pollution or these kind of habits, they are hampering our body's health. But there are many factors that we ourselves bring into our body. One is the malnutrition, and second one is the obesity, and third one is sleeplessness, and fourth one, no proper exercise or fitness for our body. So all these factors make our body unhealthy and we become in the state of pre-illness. So there are only two states of illness, that is, one is a pre-illness, one is a disease phase. Now we must understand what happens when a disease comes. So when a disease comes, we consult a doctor, we start taking medicines, and not single medicine, we take multiple medicines. Because when there are a lot of ailments, one single proportion of medicines is not sufficient. So we have to take so many medicines, and these medicines control our body rather than our body control the system. There are different medicines for different diseases, and people start moving from so many medications. So few times they'll be sticking on with the allopathy medicine. So some will go for Ayurveda, some will go for a Siddha, some will go for different kinds of medicines. So what happens? Our body gets compromising for all these dose and drugs, and there are many side effects of these medicines, especially for a diabetes or a heart problem or cancer or respiratory diseases, where you have to take it for a lifetime. These medications are really going to cause you so many other effects. That is why American Medical Association, they say there are almost about 225,000 deaths happening in the world because of going to the hospital, because of unnecessary surgery, errors in the hospitals, unnecessary hospitalization, nosocomial, that is a secondary infections that is generated from the hospital. So every day, imagine, gentlemen, 225,000 people are dying just because going to the hospitals. So what happens? Because the treatment cost, that is also increasing nowadays. Even in India, the situation is that if you're going to get admitted for a corona, and when you're not in a ventilator, the minimum cost is almost 2 lakhs. And when you have to be put into the ventilator, the minimum cost is going to be 4 to 5 lakhs. So imagine people now, they start moving with the different medications, and the cost of the treatment is also increasing. So what happens in a disease is that whatever our hard-earned money, that goes at a single move. So this is the state when we get trouble in the disease period. Now we should understand what happens in case of a pre-illness period. So pre-illness is called the incubation time. Incubation in the sense like diseases slowly develop in our body. It is eating our immune system. And nobody knows at what age, what kind of a disease that is going to affect them. But when the immunity level is going to be very, very less, they are more prone for a disease. That is why we get a lot of symptoms. So when we are feeling drowsy quite for a long time, we don't have appetite. That is, we don't feel hungry. Restlessness is there. Rashes, weight loss, hair loss, joint pain, hallucinations, libido, liver and kidney damages. So these are so many indications that our body is signaling us that there is something wrong inside your body. And when we give a least important to all these kind of signaling, and we may get into paralysis. So paralysis is not only that we sit in a wheelchair, but totally our body system gets hampered, and we have to be dependent on somebody throughout the life. Ultimately, what happens? It causes death. So in case of a pre-illness state or even in a disease state, when somebody is there, this curtails hard-earned money. If a person at the age of 40, if that is the earning member of that family, and suddenly he gets any of these kind of a disease, when he cannot go to work, now he cannot make his family survive. So your whatever money you have earned, it goes in a single go. If you have money, you can spend. If you don't have money, you can borrow. And people doesn't have any of these conditions. So what happens, like when a disease affects a earning member of the family, then his family itself is totally getting affected, because everything involves in the factors of a money. So the family totally gets affected. So what we have to do is that self-care. So we need to keep ourselves healthy. Our immune system should be always healthy. That is what is important. So that's why we mentioned self-care is the only option today we have to avoid any of these kind of medications or even going to the doctor. And to have this self-care, it should also give us two things. That is, it should rebalance the imbalanced system, and ultimately it should improve our basic immune level. Friends, imagine I already asked a question, like people who are suffering with diseases go to the doctor, take medicines, but they never felt their diseases are cured. Why? Because today's modern medicine cannot give you, boost up your immunity, or it cannot rebalance your imbalanced systems. That is why once people start with medicines, they have to be there for the lifelong. So is there a solution for that? Yes, there is a solution. That is what given by the company called Vestige Marketing Private Limited, introducing the cellular nourishment therapy. So what we call the cellular nourishment therapy is a holistic approach, because our body contains more than 63 trillion cells. So what our body cells basically need? It needs only nourishment. It needs only nutrition. So when all these 63 trillion cells are provided with the proper solution, that is the nutrition, nourishment, we are less prone for any kind of these diseases. So our absorption level increases. So our body parts functioning becomes optimal. Our body, how it is created? A single cell that gets divided into millions of cells, and that forms the tissues, and these tissues forms the human organs, and there is a system for every human organ to perform, and this entire system is called the human body. If the human body has to be healthy, the cells has to be healthy. If the cells become sick, we are in a state of pre-illness, and when the cells die due to this pollution or toxins or whatever is this, then we are deceased. So our ultimate aim is to keep the cells healthy in our life. When cells are healthy, our body is totally healthy. This is the key function of our body. And to keep this cells healthy, we have 4 pillars of good health. So first pillar, what we call is called the prevention. We have to keep our immunity at a higher level so that we are less prone for a disease. Second, what we need to do is that a detoxification, because through so many sources, continuously air, water, and pollution, we are getting intoxicated. So all these toxins has to be removed from our body. So we need to have this pillar, detoxification. And third pillar is the normalization. That is a balance in our body. And fourth thing is called the supplementation. When we get adapt to these 4 pillars of good health, we need not worry about any diseases. Even if a disease comes also, it is not going to affect our body. So if you really understand these 4 pillars, there are 2 questions. Now you will understand how long we need all these 4 pillars. Is this enough? We get all these 4 pillars for a day, for a week, for a month, or we need to have this lifelong? When all the 4 pillars, prevention, detoxification, normalization, supplementation, if you really understood these 4 pillars, these are the basic factors for a disease-free life, for a wellness life. If all the 4 pillars are going to be there, and if you're going to take all these 4 pillars, then our entire health food supplements are these in the 4 pillars. So now we will have an idea who has to take these supplements. So these supplements, it is not specifically only for the people who are diseased. It is for the people who are well, who wants to be well, who wish to be well for a lifelong. So those 90% of the people who think that they don't have any disease, they are really doing well. So supplements basically are for them. And for people who are sick or diseased, that 10% of the people, we have this Ayushante. Ayushante is basically derived from Ayurveda and combined with this modern science. So we have this entire product categories, and today Vestige ranks the top in having the best range of healthcare products. That is why we have been awarded with Best Nutraceutical Company in 2017 and 2018 by ABP Healthcare News Healthcare, and as well as International Brand Consulting Corporation from America. Even they have recognized us as a best health and personal care products company in the year 2017. So our products are manufactured under a stringent conditions with the US FDA, ISO certifications, GMP standards, and even halal certifications. So friends, now you would have understood. Initially, I said 2 questions: who should have supplements and why one should take supplements. So why have been introducing all these things? Because we should take supplements for a wellness life. So my first question I have completed, and the second question, why one should take supplements. Now we need to understand the health benefits of our health food supplements. So the manufacturing process, it's monitored by a quality control team. We have got a research and development function to bring innovative products for the distributors. So as I earlier said, we have got a GMP, ISO certifications, and we confer to these halal standards also. So we have quite a lot of this healthcare product ranges, whether it is a Vestige Prime, Pro Heart, Glycemic Health, Joint and Bone Health, Immunity Boost, Detox, Fitness, and as well as Women Health. So let's get into the little detail about this healthcare product ranges. So what is Vestige Prime? So Vestige Prime, basically this category was brought for a premium healthcare products, and these products are backed up by many clinical studies. Many trials have been conducted, and world market these products have been established. So to bring those products to Vestige distributors, that is why we have this category called Vestige Prime. So krill is called the crustaceans that live in the colder oceans, and especially our krill oil that survives in the southern ocean of the Antarctic Circle. Because why we are taking this southern ocean of the Antarctic Circle? Because in the world, this southern ocean, and especially the Antarctic Ocean, this is the least polluted ocean. And this krill, this survives in the lower bed of the ocean. And this krill, it takes plankton as their food. So hardly any pollution is there in the krill. So krill contains major ingredients like it contains a phospholipid, it contains a astaxanthin, that's a natural antioxidant, and as well as the very potential omega fatty acids, that is DHA and EPA. So the health benefits of krill oil is that it improves your cognitive function. So what is cognizance? That is cognitive, that is anything related to the brain functions. That is our smartness, our IQ, our memory. So all these things, it depends on the cognitive function. So krill improves your cognitive functions. So similarly, krill is good for your heart functions, cardiovascular system. It eliminates the bad cholesterol from your body and increases the good cholesterol. Liver functions, fatty liver. In case of fatty liver, krill oil is most effective. And ladies, where they have got this premenstrual syndrome, or even they have this menstrual cramps, so they can be recommended with krill oil. Joint pain. So people suffer at the age of 40 with the deterioration of this cartilage. They have this joint pain. Krill oil supports the joint pain also. Not only joint pain, it rebuilds the cartilage. Krill oil is the best anti-carcinogenic. You can prevent your body from the cancer. If somebody has got a cancer, krill oil is potent against killing those cancer cells. So how much one should take? If somebody is going to take for ailment, you should start with a higher dose. That is at least with 2 to 3 capsules per day to be taken along with food. This you can start for 2 to 3 months. After 3 months, you can reduce the dose to 1 capsule per day with food as a maintenance dose. For people who doesn't have any diseases, still if you want to have a better cognitive levels, your heart function, healthy liver functions, all those things, just take 1 capsule per day along with food. That is more than sufficient. Next, what we have is this combiotics. So combiotics is a combination of prebiotics, probiotics, multivitamins and multi-minerals. Why we need to have combiotics? Because it has been observed like many of the health problems, whether it is problem related to your skin, problem to your nail, head, hair, eyes, mouth, neck, chest, hormonal imbalance, or lower extremities, which means that is our hip joints as well as knee joints and ankle joints. So all these problems occurs due to the lack of vitamins and minerals in our food. These kind of nutritional deficiencies can cause a lot of problems inside our body, and any deformities, once it starts, goes on forever. That is why our combiotics is a combination of multivitamins and multi-minerals. So we have given probiotic and prebiotic. What is probiotic? Probiotic is called the healthy bacteria in our gut, that is in our stomach. So these good bacteria help in proper digestion and absorption, assimilation of the food. What are prebiotics? Because now if the good bacteria has to survive, it needs food. Prebiotics are like a fiber-like structure that acts as a food for this bacteria. That is why for the first time we have brought this combiotics in a capsule inside a capsule formulation. So Vestige Prime Combiotics, it is effective and beneficial in people who wants to really stay well, who wants to have a very good vitality, who wants to improve their immune system, support digestion, and people who are suffering with a chronic disease like a heart disease, diabetes, osteoporosis, or people who are more prone for a frequent cold, cough, or flu kind of infections. So everyone can take probiotics. And for ladies who are planning for a birth, even they can take probiotics. Just one capsule per day is enough. So one capsule to be taken after food. Vestige Prime Sebacton. So what is the Sebacton? Because Sebacton is called a berry-filled bush. This is kind of a fruit that grows only in the negative temperatures. In India, it grows only in the Himalayas. So similarly, it grows in Canada, Japan, Australia, and European countries also. Sebacton, by name, it is not a sea-related product. It is purely a berry. And these berries in the ancient times, when Alexander the Great, he has given all this fruit to their warriors so that they fight effectively. In fact, for the astronauts, Russia is giving food products made out of this Sebacton to support their astronauts who are going to the space. So there are so many history about this Sebacton. So this Sebacton has got 190 bioactive elements. So this Sebacton, it contains vitamin, fat soluble and water soluble vitamins, that is vitamin A, D, E, K, entire vitamin B complex, vitamin K, vitamin P, that is flavonoids. So similarly, Sebacton is the only fruit or only product that contains omega-3, omega-6, omega-7, and omega-9. Omega is the very essential fatty acids that our body requires, but our body cannot produce it, so we have to take it externally. And Sebacton contains zinc, iron, and magnesium. And Sebacton contains amino acids like methionine, glycine, lysine, and leucine. So there are almost 190 bioactive elements. This gives you very good high energy levels. It gives you a proper concentration. It controls your weight. It increases your appetite, your feel for hunger. It reduces your stress levels. It gives you good sleep, improves gut, that is a gastrointestinal functions, and it enhances your mood. So you will have a very positive and energetic vibration always. So Sebacton has to be taken 2 capsules per day after food. It has been observed any human being while concentrating on a work, the maximum concentration time is around 12 seconds. So this is what they have given in the year 2000. When it comes to 2013, the average time a man spends, a man or woman, a human being spends to focus or concentrate on a work is hardly 8 seconds. Even a goldfish has got a concentration of focus level of 9 seconds. So imagine now the humans are deprived of this memory concentration because we are not getting adequate nutrition from the food, especially the nutrition called phospholipids. Then what does metamine contains? Metamine contains the main fatty acid, phospholipid, so which contains the essential fatty acid, that is phosphatidylserine, which is ideal and much required for our brain functions. Normally, this phosphatidylserine is much available in the non-veg source. The average recommended source of phosphatidylserine is 100 to 300 milligrams per day. But in our food today, it is deprived and hardly we are getting only 100 milligrams. And when people who are going to be purely vegetarian, this vegetarian food is giving only 50 milligrams of this phosphatidylserine. When this ingredient is much required for our brain functions, especially for the cognitive functions, where we are lacking with all this nutrition, we get a lot of memory related issues like Alzheimer's disease, or cognitive powers are getting deprived. So this is where metamine is recommended about 12 years to any age levels. For students about 12 years, when we give this metamine, it improves the concentration, enhances the memory level, attention, learning, behavior, and as well as stress management. For working professionals or business people, it improves their executive functions. It improves the focus, alertness, and memory recall. In case of elderly people, because they are known for this memory loss. And above 50 years of age, people tend to forget many things. So for elderly people, when we suggest or give this meta mind, they will have a proper memory recognition. They have a good memory recall, or that is called a dementia. There is a loss of memory. They will have this kind of a problem. So meta mind to be consumed just one tablet a day. It's a chewable tablet. You will have a better benefits when it is consumed along with the milk. So just one tablet to enhance your memory or your cognitive functions. Next, what we are going to see is the immunity boost. Already we have seen that it's because of the pollution or stress levels, we lose our immune levels. What enters inside the body is all the toxins, and because of these toxins, disease, we are in the pre-illness stage, and the pre-illness stage gets converted to a disease phase. So we have to keep our immune system always high. We got 5 products in this category. One is called a noni. So noni is a common fruit which is known, and it grows mainly in the tropical countries and especially in India also. So Asian countries are very much known about this noni. There are almost 3 main ingredients. One is zeronin. Zeronin is available in the precursor, that is prozeronin form, dimenthol and scopolamine. There are more than 23 types of ailments noni can take care of. If you are getting fatigue always, if you lose energy very frequently, your immune system is very low, your blood cholesterol levels, your blood glucose levels, your respiratory disorders like ordinary allergy, asthma, wheezing, or whatever the cases, sexual dysfunctions. So like this, there are almost more than 23 types of problems. When noni was taken, it gives almost 50% to 90% best results. So noni has to be consumed at least 2 to 3 capsules per day on an empty stomach. Today, the world thrives. Today, the World Health Organization working majorly on this spirulina, because this spirulina can eradicate the malnutrition. Spirulina contains almost 60 to 75% of vegetable proteins. There's only one product or only one food which contains the highest level of proteins, and that is also the vegetable proteins. Spirulina contains polysaccharides, that is the carbohydrates, that is the source of energy for our body. It contains GLA, that is the gamma linoleic acid. It is one of the omega fatty acid. It contains all the essential vitamins needed by our body. It contains all the minerals. Along with that, it contains all the phytonutrition. So spirulina, when we consume, it gives protection to your liver. It gives protection to your kidney functions. Spirulina, when we take it, it enhances the weight loss. Or if you're involved in weight management, you can consume spirulina in an empty stomach. Spirulina contains vitamin B12 that takes care of your nervous system. Ladies who has got a problem of this polycystic ovarian disease, so they can consume spirulina. Ladies who have got a premenstrual syndrome kind of a problem, they can consume spirulina. So spirulina has got a numerous health benefits. Daily at least 3 capsules. Ours is 500 milligram. So if you consume 3 capsules per day, 1.5 grams is required every day. So spirulina to be taken in an empty stomach. We have got colostrum. Colostrum is the first milk expressed by the cow after giving birth to a calf. This colostrum has got a very high medicinal benefits than a breast milk. There are 3 properties in colostrum, because colostrum has got all the essential nutrients needed by our body. Similarly, colostrum has got growth factors that enhances our growth. Colostrum has got a very good immunity boosting ingredients. So when you start taking colostrum, you get very good strength and endurance. You build muscle mass, you burn your body fat, and your immune function improves. There are a lot of health functions improved in case of a colostrum. So after colostrum, we have got aloe vera. So aloe vera, again, it's a natural thing. So aloe vera is a water succulent plant. Aloe vera contains almost 19 of the 20 amino acids, which is essential for our body. So when you start taking aloe vera, it lowers down your body heat. So it makes your body alkaline. That is the best form we need to maintain our body. So similarly, when you take aloe vera, it enhances your appetite. So it reduces your blood cholesterol and blood glucose levels. It improves your metabolism. Even aloe vera is good for your hair and skin related problems. Vitamin C is the rich source in amla. So it's called the Indian gooseberry. So this amla, when you take it, it has got a higher proportion of vitamin C. So once vitamin C is there, you don't have an eye problem, you don't have a hair related problems, you don't have a skin related problems. It also it's a good source for menstrual cramps. It reduces the blood glucose, blood cholesterol levels. It is best anti-carcinogenic. So amla to be consumed, aloe vera and amla daily, at least 3 capsules on an empty stomach. Next, what you are going to see is the cardiovascular system. So in cardiovascular system, 3 things are very, very important. One is the heart, the second is the blood capillaries or blood vessels, and the third thing is the blood. So when there is a larger accumulation of bad fats in your blood circulation, it gets sticky on the blood vessels and it causes blood transportation improper. So that is why we get a coronary artery disease. And when coronary artery disease is not properly treated, it leads to myocardial infarction or heart attack. So the entire cardiovascular system has to be maintained properly. That is where we have this flax oil. So again, flax is a natural source. Flax also contains omega-3, omega-6, and omega-9 essential fatty acids that has the property to reduce the bad cholesterol. So when this cholesterol levels are reduced, you will not have the heart related problems, especially this coronary artery disease. Flax oil improves your color perfection. Flax is a basically rich source of fiber. So if you want to have a good weight management, you can consume flax oil, as well as flax oil is good for thyroid conditions, hypo or hyperthyroid. Whatever conditions, you can take flax oil. Flax oil improves the menopausal symptoms because women are largely affected in menopause stage. So they once they consume this flax oil, they can easily pass on this menopause stage. And ladies who are there in the menarche stage, because of the hormonal imbalances, PCOD may occur, or even birth problems, reproductive system may get disturbed. So they can consume flax oil, 3 capsules flax oil per day after food. L-arginine is a natural source. Our blood vessels are normally, they are flexible. This blood capillaries or blood vessels, they get disturbed due to many factors. So when this elasticity gets disturbed, the blood circulation gets disturbed. So this is where again the high blood pressure level increases. L-arginine is a natural component. So L-arginine contains L-arginine, resveratrol, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and folic acid. When you consume L-arginine, it produces nitric oxide. So nitric oxide enlarges your blood vessels, so the blood circulation is improved. So once the blood circulation becomes streamlined, your high blood pressure gets to normal blood pressure levels. You are less prone for cardiovascular diseases. People who are involved in sports, or people who are involved in athletes, or maybe in a bodybuilding, so they get higher energy and stamina levels. L-arginine is good for your kidney as well as for your brain. It improves your memory power. L-arginine can be recommended for sexual problems, erectile dysfunction, or premature ejaculation. So these conditions, it can be recommended. And people who are more prone for very common diseases like cold or flu, even they can consume L-arginine. So L-arginine, 1 sachet packet to be mixed with 200 ml of normal water or maybe a cold water to be consumed every day in the morning on an empty stomach. And people who has got sexual dysfunction, so maybe before they go in for intercourse, so 1 hour before that, they can consume 1 sachet packet before that. Next, what we have got is a coenzyme Q10. Again, coenzyme Q10 is naturally produced in our body. This is called the source of energy. We have got trillions and trillions of cells, and each cell has got a powerhouse called mitochondria. This is the powerhouse. Every human has trillions of cells, and every cell has got more than thousands of mitochondria, and this can produce energy called adenosine triphosphate only with the support of this coenzyme Q10. Even though it is naturally synthesized in our body, but as we age, above 40 years when we age, this production of coenzyme Q10 gets reduced. That is how when we normally feel, we don't have the strength when we were at 20. When you're at 40, we don't have that much of strength. When you're at 60 or when you're at 80, we don't get that much of strength. So this deterioration is happening because of the lack of energy produced in the mitochondria or within the cells. So coenzyme Q10, it is effective for the entire body organs. It is good for your pancreas. It is good for your heart. It is good for your liver to produce energy. It is good for your skin. And people who has got a psoriasis can be treated with coenzyme Q10. And in fact, coenzyme Q10, it is also a good hormone, especially testosterone, male hormone producer. And because of that, in case people who has got a sperm problem, can be recommended with coenzyme Q10. So coenzyme Q10 to be taken 2 capsules per day after food. There's a lot of difference between the coconut oil that is available in the market and Vestige coconut oil. Because Vestige coconut oil is called the virgin coconut oil. Virgin coconut oil means the oil being extracted from the mature coconut and not from the dried coconut. The mature coconut, the oil is extracted from mature coconut through a cold process method in order to retain the essential nutrition within this oil. So coconut oil contains alpha linoleic acid and medium chain triglycerides. It gives you instant energy for your liver, brain, and heart. It completely supports your cardiovascular system. It improves your healthy cholesterol levels, that is the high density lipoproteins, HDL, and lowers down the LDL, which is called the bad cholesterol. Coconut oil, again, it contains vitamin E and lauric acid. It is good for your skin as well as for the hair growth. Coconut oil, when you consume it, if there is an imbalance in the thyroid levels, so coconut oil can balance it. So coconut oil, virgin coconut oil, Vestige coconut oil aids in digestion, weight management, as well as it controls your appetite. Next, what we are going to see is called the glycemic health. Because diabetes, it is many people are getting diabetic now because of the reason that is the glucose is unable to get absorbed inside the cells. When our body gets into this kind of a condition, it is called the diabetes. Why insulin is produced inside the body? Pancreas produces insulin in order to get the glucose being absorbed inside the cell. So insulin acts as a key to the cell. So when insulin goes, it opens the doors of the cell so that glucose can enter into the cell, and it is the major source of producing energy inside the cell. When it doesn't happen, the excess glucose runs in the bloodstream and it causes damages to many of our organs. So this glycemic health has to be maintained. That is why we have got neem. So again, neem is a natural source, and neem is a powerful blood purifier. It scavenges the excess glucose from your bloodstream and it removes out of the body. So those who are diabetic can consume this neem capsules. Neem is a potent antibacterial and antifungal, so you're less prone to get an infection due to bacteria, virus, or fungus. Neem is also used very much to treat the skin disorders, whether you have got acne, pimples, blemishes, or even psoriasis. So neem is effectively used in this kind of treatment. Apart from that, today, the sugar, what we consume, causes a lot of health effects. So stevia is a natural sugar. It is a herb, and the amount of sugar available in stevia is almost 300 times more than the white sugar what we are consuming today. So being a plant source, it does not contain aspartame, which is again dangerous for our body on a long-term use. So if you want to have a sugar, this is called a pseudo sugar. So instead of a white sugar or any other sugar, we can start using the stevia. Next, many of the diseases today is happening because of these two factors. One is called the fitness, and second one is the diet. Why there is an improper fitness and diet? Because today, whatever we consume, whatever the food we take, whatever the nutrition we take, it is not properly absorbed by the body. When we don't get enough nutrition, our body weight gets disturbed. Either there will be an underweight or there may be overweight. When there is an overweight, then when the body mass index, it goes beyond 26 points, we become overweight. And when it is above 30, it is called obesity. When there is an overweight or obesity, we may get diabetes, heart problem, we lack sleep, high blood pressure. There are so many respiratory problems. And in the US, they have researched even obesity can cause cancer. So we have to maintain our body weight. To enhance that, we have got the protein powder, and protein powder is the rich source of whey proteins and soy isolate. So whey protein and soy isolate are easily absorbed in our body. It contains more of a protein source, so it does not create more calories, and it aids in weight management. So protein supplementation, this can be taken 2 times a day, just 1 scoop, maybe mixed with water or milk, and can be directly consumed. For people who really want to have a weight loss, because World Health Organization says 1 billion adults are overweight that exist in the world, and almost 300 million people are obese. These are the major factors for getting a lot of chronic diseases. And again, India, US, China, again, they are in the ranking, with India being now getting ahead in terms of overweight or obesity. So to naturally reduce this overweight, we have got a Vestige shake. It's a slimming shake. So Vestige shake, it doesn't compromise on the nutrition. So when you take 1 scoop, that is 30 grams in water or skimmed milk powder, it should not be heat, it should not be hot. Either it should be cold or in a normal temperature. When you get mixed, you will get almost 22 vitamins and minerals, 9.78 grams of protein, and 4 grams of fiber. So without compromising any nutrition, at the same time, it suppresses your appetite. You will not feel hunger very often. Because of this natural proportion, so this has to be taken by avoiding meal at any one time. So normally we take meal at 3 times a day. So we can skip any one meal, and instead of that, we can take 30 grams or 1 scoop full of Vestige shake. Again, to reduce the body weight, we have got Vestige capsules. Vestige capsules contain opuntia. Opuntia is called a cactus, and second one is called a garcinia, and third one is called coleus, and fourth one is piperin. So these 4 ingredients, what they actually do is that it suppresses your appetite. It burns all the excess cholesterol available in the peripheral areas, and also it provides the nutrition. It will supplement your absorption. So by naturally making all these things, Vestige capsules reduce your body weight. Similarly, Vestige tea. So we have the habit of taking any drinks when we feel thirsty, when we have a low energy. When you take tea or coffee, soft drinks, aerated drinks, again, all these things are going to increase the calories. Vestige tea contains green tea, green coffee, and garcinia. So these are all the 3 natural ingredients. Again, it suppresses your appetite, and it naturally burns excess cholesterol inside your body. So when you take 5 grams, that is 1 tablespoon of Vestige tea, to be mixed in the hot or cold water, when you start consuming it for 3 to 4 times a day, You can feel the lightness in your body. So since this Vestige tea is enriched with honey lemon flavor, no need to add extra sugar, milk or something into that. So you can naturally take this Vestige tea. Then we have got a segment called a detox and rejuvenation. So already we have seen why we need to have a detox. Because many times all these toxins, this enters our body through so many sources, and when it doesn't get out of the body, it is going to close all the cells from getting a proper nutrition. So to detoxify our body, we have got curcumin. Curcumin is a naturally occurring medicinal component inside turmeric. So many people know that turmeric has got a wide range of medicinal benefits. And all those medical benefits are because of this curcumin being present inside it. So this product, we call it as curcumin plus, because along with curcumin, it contains amla and piperine. Piperine is nothing but pepper, black pepper. It's a different variety. So when you start taking curcumin plus, it is good for your heart, it is good for your respiratory system, it is good for your liver. It also supports, it gives a secondary effect in reducing the body weight. Curcumin is highly effective in the skin related problems, as well as it supports the joint system. So curcumin also increases the healing capacity of the body. Above all, curcumin is effective in treating cancer. Curcumin prevents cancer. On those people who are suffering with cancer, they may undergo a treatment called chemo radiation therapy, and because of this, all the good cells also die. But when you start taking curcumin plus, it protects the healthy cells and it damages the cancer cells. So curcumin to be taken 3 capsules per day after food. Ganoderma, very well known product. So Ganoderma is called the traditional Chinese medicine. There are more than 36,000 varieties of this mushroom available globally, but out of this, only 200 has got a medicinal property, and out of this 200 medicinal varieties, which has got a medicinal properties, there is only one mushroom that is the #1 mushroom, which has got 400 active elements inside it, and that is called this Ganoderma. In Japanese, it is called Rishi mushroom, and Chinese, it is called Lingxi mushroom. So what is Rishi? Rishi is called the goddess of spirit. And what is Lingxi? Lingxi, the elixir of immortality. So it is believed from the traditional Chinese medicine, that is over 5,000 years before, when you're regularly consuming this Ganoderma, it completely scavenges all the toxins inside your body. It has got a very holistic approach, that is right from the hair until the toenail, the entire body gets detoxified. So now the organs work effectively. And Ganoderma is the only mushroom that can enhance the oxygen carrying capacity of the body. When you take Ganoderma, it improves your healing capacity. When you take Ganoderma, it gives you a very good quality sleep. When you take Ganoderma, it improves your mood balance. When you do yoga, the kind of peacefulness you get it from this Ganoderma. So Ganoderma to be taken 3 capsules per day on an empty stomach. There is a property called detox reflexology. That is, you can remove this toxins even from your foot. As per acupuncture, there are 60 acupressure points on your foot, and these acupuncture points represent your body organs. When you use this detox foot patches, so even through this route also toxins can be removed out of your body, especially the chemicals, hot toxins inside your body. All these things can be removed effectively with detox foot patches. Vestige dietary fiber is a rich source of chicory root fiber, maltodextrin, and guar. It is effective against this constipation. Even if people has got a diarrhea or dysentery, so just 1 dose of fiber will immediately arrest it. Being a natural fiber source, it causes a fullness in your stomach, so you don't feel like taking so much of food. And because of that, your body weight will be under control. And fiber is a rich source to control your blood glucose level as well as your blood cholesterol level. So fiber has to be taken 1 tablespoon to be mixed in lukewarm water to be consumed half an hour before food in the morning and in the afternoon. When you're taking fiber, you need to supplement your body with enough amount of water. That is why normally we don't recommend to take fiber at night. So fiber, again, it's one of the best detoxifying agent available in Vestige. Vestige eye support capsules. There are many ailments related to eyes. And especially there are 3 important problems. One is called the glaucoma. Second one is age-related macular degeneration. And third one is called the diabetic retinopathy. Apart from this, there are a lot of eye-related problems. You may get eye irritation, redness in your eyes. You may get a glare when you look at lights, or while driving at night, the road will not be visible properly. Or when you look at the headlights, it gets blackened out. Or you get this conjunctivitis or causes Madras eye. So these kind of ailments, this happens in the eye. So to support the eye, we have this eye support capsules, which has the ingredients of marigold flower and bilberry fruit. Marigold is a potent antioxidant because it contains lutein and zeaxanthin. It eliminates all the toxins from the eyes. Bilberry is the fruit extract, so it supports your eyes from a inflammation or conjunctivitis. So eye support capsules to be taken 2 capsules per day after food. Next, what you're going to see is the women health. So there are 3 stages where really women get sick, or the transformations make them less immune and more prone for many kind of diseases. One is the time they attend the menarche. Second one is when they give birth to a child, pregnancy. And third stage is called the menopause phase. And all these three phases, women face a lot of tortures from the society or maybe due to the health issues. So to give proper nutrition to women, we have some products, and first one is called the Shatavari Max. So Shatavari is one of the natural herb, and again it is called the queen of herbs. Ganoderma is called the king of herbs. This is one of the natural herb, Shatavari, and it enhances the digestive system of women. It improves the reproductive system. So those women who want to conceive, so they need to take Shatavari Max because it is the best hormone balancer. Shatavari Max contains Ashoka. Ashoka is again one of the potent herb. So that is taken from the tree Ashoka. It alleviates the problems of the menstrual cycle, what we call as menorrhagia and metrorrhagia. Some people will have excess bleeding during menstruation, and some women do not have bleeding. Some women will have frequent periods, maybe in 15 days time, and maybe some women will have a prolonged periods. So this is called menorrhagia and metrorrhagia. So Ashoka, this natural herb, treats this menorrhagia and metrorrhagia. And third one is called the licorice. So this is again a natural herb. It removes the polycystic ovarian disease or the premenstrual syndrome. For every woman above 12 years, they must consume the Shatavari Max 3 capsules per day after food. Folic and iron plus, because normally globally women have less hemoglobin levels. The normal hemoglobin level a woman should possess should be 12 to 14 milligrams per deciliter. Why? Because they lack iron and folic acid in the nutrition. So that is why it is being supplemented with folic and iron plus. So iron is a basic source of production of hemoglobin. And folic acid. So folic acid is again, it supplements the red blood cells. So vitamin C, it increases the immune level. And vitamin B12, it enhances your nervous system. And zinc acts as a prevention of osteoporosis in women. So folic and iron plus to be taken 2 to 3 capsules per day after food. Urinary tract infections are the major complications of women. So globally, it is estimated there are almost 80 lakh people who frequently suffer from this urinary tract infections. So women who have got a frequent urination or pain or irritation while passing urine, yellow discharge or white discharge. So these are all certain basic symptoms that is related to the urinary tract infections. The biggest hurdle is that even though women get treated by the doctors for urinary tract infections, but almost 20% of women, they have a repetitive urinary tract infections. So there are two types of urinary infections. One is the upper and other one is called the lower. When it happens in the kidney or in the ureter, it is called the upper. And when it happens in the bladder or ureter, it is called a lower urinary tract infections. And cranberry, which is one of the native product of North America, which has been understood many long years ago for its potency to treat urinary tract infections. Cranberry is also effective in treating liver diseases. And even it is effective in skin-related problems. Cranberry, along with this, the combination of D-mannose. So D-mannose, it is called a natural sugar that is occurring in orange, blueberries, bilberries, apple, these kind of fruits. Because not only D-mannose, cranberry, so this combination works effectively in treating the urinary tract infections. So all the symptoms of the urinary tract infections, in fact, this one product can be given 5 years of age and above. So cranberry to be taken 2 to 3 capsules per day along with food. So along with food in the sense when you're taking food, so you need to swallow the capsule with food. So next, what we are going to see is about the joint problem, because above 40 years, many people are more prone for this deterioration of this cartilage and synovial fluid. And because of this, they may get a joint pain, arthritis, osteoporosis. Why this happens? Because lack of nutrition above 40, and maybe due to the overweight or obesity, or a sedentary lifestyle, or people working in the BPO industry or maybe in the IT segments, they sit for a longer time. So because of all these reasons, they may have this kind of a arthritis kind of a problem. And glucosamine is a naturally occurring component in our body, especially in the joints, that develops the cartilage. As well as this glucosamine produces the synovial fluid, which acts as the lubrication. So glucosamine, along with this chondroitin, it is very, very effective in the reproduction of cartilage as well as synovial fluid. It reduces the joint pain. It is one of the best analgesic and anti-inflammatory properties. So just take 3 tablets of glucosamine after food daily. Again, collagen. Collagen is one of the structural protein naturally available in our body. Collagen, again, basically helpful in the synthesis of cartilage, in the development of skin, in the development of body tissues, as well as in the synovial fluid. Even though it is a naturally occurring component, it mainly supports the flexibility and strength of bone and joints. But as we age, above 40 years, this collagen synthesis lowers down in our body. So that is why our bone doesn't have the strength, or maybe our joints doesn't have that kind of a flexibility. That is why collagen, it is given in the form of a powder, because it is in the peptide form, which is very fastly, it is absorbed by all the joints. So collagen can be taken for maintaining healthy tissues, supporting a joint health, flexibility of the joints. It reduces the inflammation, that is swelling of the organs. And people with immobile joints or stiffness in the joints, that can be eased out with collagen. Supports a natural collagen synthesis in the body. It also improves the muscle strength and digestive system. So collagen to be taken one sachet packet in 100 ml water, maybe with empty stomach or after food. Calcium is the basic ingredient that is necessary for our day-to-day activities because it supports the bone and teeth. Calcium has numerous health properties. If you have enough number of calcium in our body, it will reduce your blood pressure levels. People who have got enough calcium will not have a myocardial infarction or a heart attack. Premenstrual syndrome in ladies, they may not suffer if they got enough amount of calcium in the blood. And people who suffer with osteoporosis or many other these kind of diseases, bone and joint problem, calcium is one of the best supplementation. So on an average, calcium is required for almost 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams per day. Our Vestige calcium has got 200 milligram of elemental calcium. So you can take 3 to 4 tablets per day after food. So what are the supplements what we have seen so far? The basic age limit is 12 years and above. Next, what we are going to see is Ayushante, that is Ayurveda products. So these products are basically designed out of the Ayurveda transcription without compromising on the formulation. Because Ayurveda is one of the traditional Indian treatment that gives you natural health by maintaining the good health of your body, mind, and soul. So we have got 7 products in this category. So let us look at what are those products. If people has got a diabetes, the first line of product should be administered as Gluco Health. Gluco Health contains Vijay cinnamon, turmeric, and guduchi. So it normalizes your glycemic levels, that is blood glucose levels. It strengthens your pancreas and optimizes the insulin secretion. So those people who has got a diabetes, they need to consume Gluco Health half an hour before food all the 3 times. So Gluco Health, it is based on the sugar levels. If there's a high sugar, then you need to consume at least 6 to 9 capsules per day. In a moderate level, you need to consume at least 3 to 6. When there is a mild level, then you need to consume 3 capsules per day on an empty stomach. That is half an hour before food. For matters of the heart-related issues, whether it is a coronary artery disease or any other health-related issues pertaining to heart, Procard is the first line of choice. It contains all the natural herbs like Arjuna, Ashwagandha, garlic, and Google. It reduces the bad cholesterol and increases the good cholesterol, and it also enhances the blood circulation. Our body contains 2 important organs, that is, one is kidney, the other one is liver. These are the best detoxifying agents in our body, and when it gets affected, the body cannot naturally detoxify. ToxClean is a product which contains Triphala. So Triphala is again a natural herb made out of 3 normal, I can say, vegetable, and neem, turmeric, and swarnapatri. It cleanses the colon and purifies the blood. It relieves the constipation. It is hepatoprotective, that is, it protects your liver as well as in the kidney. So Ayushante ToxClean to be taken 3 capsules per day after food. Vital Complex. Those people who are suffering with the chronic ailments, like whether it is a diabetes, whether it's a heart problem, whether it is arthritis, whether it is cancer, the cells get deteriorated very fast. So in order to protect the cells, Vital Complex has to be supplemented. So Vital Complex, again, it contains amla, grapeseed extract, green tea extract, and carrot extract. So all these natural things, it enhances the vitamins and minerals supplied to your body. So Vital Complex, any supplement you take, along with that, you need to take this Vital Complex. Vital Complex to be taken 3 capsules per day on empty stomach. So please note that Gluco Health and Vital Complex, only these 2 products has to be consumed on an empty stomach. Rest all the products has to be consumed after food. Kidney Health. In kidney health, there are 3 main complications. One is what we call as a kidney cyst. And second one is a kidney stone. The third one is called the urinary tract infections. So kidney health is to treat only these three conditions. So there is a probability when people who has got a high uric acid levels, their creatinine levels also goes up, and maybe they get admitted for a dialysis. Kidney health is also very, very effective in reducing creatinine levels. So in such conditions, kidney health can be recommended 3 capsules per day after food. Pertaining to liver, there are few major complications. That is one we call as hepatitis A and B. Apart from that, fatty liver, liver fibrosis. So in these conditions, the liver gets affected. So to protect the liver, we have to supplement it with liver health. So liver health per day, 3 capsules after food has to be taken. And next, what we are going to see is Respocare. Respocare, again, it contains natural ingredients like we have ginger, we have got a pepper, and there is tulsi leaves are there. So Respocare, this is basically designed for all the respiratory kind of issue. Whether we have got a frequent allergy, wheezing, cold, cough, rhinitis, sinusitis, or maybe pneumonia or tuberculosis. Because Respocare, it breaks down the mucus and it enhances the expectoration. It clears the airway passage and enhances your breathing comfort level. So people who has got or who are known to have frequent infections of the respiratory can take Respocare as a preventive also. Those who have got ailments, they need to take it after food. So Respocare 3 capsules per day after food they need to consume. All the Ayushante products, these 7 products, it has to be consumed above 14 or 18 years of age. To be on the safer side, Ayushante products to be recommended above 18 years of age. So below that, don't recommend Respocare. So dear ladies and gentlemen, now we have come across all the health care products. So all these supplements earlier I have mentioned, there are 2 phases in the life. One is called the pre-illness and second one is called the disease phase. To avoid the disease phase, supplements are necessary. Few highlights or few points I need to mention before I complete the session. There is no strict rule that supplements has to be consumed only on an empty stomach or after food. It only depends on your comfort level. If you are comfortable taking it on an empty stomach, you can take it on an empty stomach. If you're not comfortable taking it on an empty stomach, you can consume it after food. So only thing is, when you are going to take it before food or after food, just give 1 hour gap. That is more than sufficient. And these supplements, whatever we have seen all this time, these are all natural things. So for taking all these natural things, we need not go and consult a doctor. Because as far as the allopath, in his studies, he studied only about the anatomy and physiology and medicines, what kind of a medicine is effective under what disease. So his total subject is almost pertaining to that. That is what we call as pharmaceuticals. But our products pertain to the category called nutraceuticals. So nutraceuticals, which means like it is going to neutralize your body. So doctor doesn't get educated about this nutraceuticals, and there is no need to consult a doctor for taking our supplements. This is standard dose I have mentioned, like 2 capsules or 3 capsules for all these products. Again, it depends. It is not a medicine, so necessarily it need not be 2, it not be only 3. You can consume more also, or maybe as a maintenance, you can consume at least 2 capsules per day, so that you will maintain your good health, good immunity. Or in simple terms, I can suggest you, just take the container, check how many capsules are there in the container. If there are 60 capsules, consume 2 capsules per day. If there are 90 capsules or 100 capsules, consume 3 per day. And if there are 30 capsules, consume at least 1 per day, because this is a food supplement. Why I'm saying this? Because you will not have that confusion. And moreover, any product you buy in Vestige, there has to be a repurchase. Rajan sir, being conducting CNTs daily, you know the power of Vestige marketing plan, and there has to be regular consumption. There has to be regular repurchase. So any product you buy, that has to be kept only for a month. So this is a simple dosage mechanism which you can keep following. Now, many people, you will have a little doubt. Fine, sir. Now you have given a description about all these so many health food supplements. Now, what should I take? I cannot take these many products. Yes, it is not necessary to take so many products. You can have a choices. If you want to have a choice, there are 5 products you need to consume every day. So how to select these 5 products? If you recall or remember that 4 pillars, then you can easily make up your daily supplements. First pillar, what we say, is called a prevention. That is raising the immunity boost. So in the immunity boost category, we have seen 5 products. Apart from that, even curcumin or Ganoderma, all these are immunity boost products. So out of these products, you can take 1 product for prevention, first pillar. The second pillar is called the detoxification. For second pillar, we have got a curcumin, we have got a Ganoderma, we have got food patches, or we have got a dietary fiber. So any one you can consume it. And Ganoderma is a world famous product, so anybody can start using our Vestige Ganoderma for detoxification. And third, we have got a normalization. So normalization, again, we need to see that what balances our body. So in that, we have seen coenzyme Q10, we have seen flax oil, we have seen neem, because the most imbalancing things in our body is, one is the sugar level, and second is the cholesterol level, and again, body weight. So to balance these ranges, you can consume any one product in terms of a balancing. That is the third pillar. And fourth pillar is called the supplementation. So from where do we get the supplementation? Because spirulina is one of the best product for supplementation. Along with spirulina, you can also consume colostrum. So colostrum contains whatever the nutrition that is required by our body. So now there are 4 pillars. So each pillar, one product. And finally, there is a 5th pillar that is called the omega pillar. Why omega? Because omega fatty acids are essential for our body, but our body cannot produce omega fatty acids. So for that omega fatty acids, you can consume either a flax oil or a krill oil or sebuctane. So I hope now how to select your products. So you must be clear. These 5 pillars are the basis of a good health. So the choice is yours, because whatever product that is available in your country, so you can start using the products based on these 5 pillars. So to conclude, supplements are basically for wellness. Supplements are not specifically for sickness. So from Vestige, we always say wish you wealth. So wish you wealth means wealth through happiness. So from where you get this wealth through happiness? From your good health. And when you attain a good health through Vestige, you earn a very good income. You get a very good lifestyle. When these two happens, health and wealth, happiness, health and wealth happens, you get a very good happiness in your life. So that is what Vestige is. That is what we show the logo with our fingers. double V we show. So one V is for health and one V is for wealth. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity today. I believe what are the informations I have given today would have given you very good understanding about these products. So in the forthcoming products, that maybe we can get into much details, so you will have a very good clarity. So thank you, Rajan sir, and thank you, Mr. Reggie.
I should say thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for an enlightening session. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation, accepting our request. Thank you so much. This will take Middle East to a very great heights in consumption of the products. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Reggie.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Ashok. It was a great meeting about the product training. Really, we are very happy that today you've given your time to us. Really, from this note, from this information, we will build our business more and more strong, because the product is very important for all of us to the knowledge. So Mr. Ashok has given excellent knowledge with all the products in detail. That is amazing, really. And the friends, some products are not available in UAE right now, but definitely it will all come soon to Dubai also and other countries. Really, I'm very happy. And once again, thank you for Mr. Ashok and to arrange this program, especially Rajan sir. So now we have time for another 5 minutes. If anybody is having any particular doubt regarding the conception, everything is clear. But if you people are having anything in your mind, just ask Mr. Ashok, and Rajan sir will reply for that. Or the meeting, what you learned, your experience, you can share anything.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, thank you, Ashok sir, for giving the supplementations and the product knowledge very briefly and very clearly and very crystal clear. And about the 5 pillars, it's a very important thing for us to know about how to use the products and what are the benefits and importance. And my request is we need such a training frequently from Ashok sir. So please find some time for us also. So thank you so much, sir. And Rajan sir.
Sure, sir. Definitely, sir.
Thank you.
I'll keep giving this training. Really, because we need to now. Vestige is global, so definitely all people throughout the globe, they are our family. So I keep supporting everyone, sir. Definitely, I will do.
Very great, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else wants to clarify any doubt can ask another 5 minutes.
Yeah, good morning, sir. This is Jaiprakash.
Yes, sir.
Your voice is feeble.
Hello.
Yeah.
Your voice is feeble. Yeah, now it's good. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is Jaiprakash from Oman.
No.
So am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Please, sir.
Sir, I wanted to attend this training very eagerly, but unfortunately due to some emergency, I couldn't attend. I just could attend 10 minutes back.
Okay.
So is it possible to get a recording of this training? Because I have a meeting with one of the doctors who happens to be a prospect. So I can share this with the doctor, and try to sign him up.
Yeah, this will be available.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I will send you the link later.
Please. It will help me a lot, And thank you, Ashok sir, for this wonderful training. Of course, I missed the initial session. Maybe I'll try to attend the next session whenever you have.
Every week, Friday, this time is going to be Ashok's time, sir.
Okay, fine.
Make your people to attend, everybody to attend. That's where they get the product knowledge. That's where the product consumption starts. And once the product consumption starts, testimonials will start. Once the testimonials will start, then the business will start. It will become a vicious circle.
Fine. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Next.
Anybody else?
Good morning, Rajan sir.
Good morning.
This is Diya from Dubai.
Yeah, fine, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
I'm good. Yesterday you didn't come.
No, I was there.
Oh, I didn't see your. I didn't see your. Okay.
I was absolutely in the frames.
Okay.
One
okay.
of the frames.
Mm.
Sir, one request.
Yeah.
I would like, I'm really honored in this product training, and have learned a lot new things, not a few new things, a lot new things. And I have a few people who are from Tamil Nadu,
Okay.
eager to join. And when I invited them to me, they wanted the same thing in Tamil. So
Okay.
that I would require. So whenever is the time of Tamil, no, the regular time of Tamil.
No problem. It is like 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock every day we have webinar. And Ashok sir is doing this product training on an alternate day. He is not doing the training on Monday and Tuesday. Otherwise, from Wednesday, he is doing every day at 11:30. Am I right, Ashok sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
11:30 is doing. It comes live on the YouTube. The channel called Pranav Praveen.
Which one, sir?
Ma'am, have I answered your question?
Which channel, sir?
Pranav Praveen.
I will share you the link.
It is in YouTube live. Already I have done many programs that is in Tamil. So if you want to, if your process want to see that, because those programs, those trainings, that will be elaborate. So today I have covered almost 45 products for the first time.
This is like a tablet. It's a capsule.
Yes, sir.
Capsule.
So those trainings will be detailed one. So each and every product I take at least the maximum explanations I give. So why we need to consume and all. You can use that also. Otherwise, this kind of whatever